Good morning to all of you. Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav sir, former Vice Chancellor of University Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai, and also eminent professor and past president of IICHE, and Professor M. Senthil Kumar, Dean, School of Chemical Engineering, MIT Academy of Engineering, Pune, and Dr. S.P. Chevale, Dr. Parag Sutar, Mrs. Shraddha Shande, coordinators of today's webinar, and other distinguished dignitaries, participants, student volunteers, IICH members, students, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I am happy to be honored in this webinar with a good introduction, and also along with Professor G.D. Yadav. I am more honored because my guru like, and I take advices from him continuously, and we has a lot of gratitude towards the IICHE, and we have love and affection towards the Professor G.D. Yadav. By president, I am the chief guest, otherwise I am very small in front of him, so I respect him, and also he helps in the executing the IICHE activities. So as a president of IICHE, it is my prime duty to introduce all of you about this our beloved institute, that is Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers. So Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers was started by Dr. H.L. Roy, the great visionary and pioneer of chemical engineering education in India, on 18th May 1947 at a room in Jadavpur University, Kolkata, with 30 members, a little fund, and nominal infrastructure. Today, it has completed 73 years of its glorious journey by emerging an apex body of chemical engineering professionals in India with over 30,000 registered members and 41 regional centers and 166 student chapters across the country. All along, IICH has been recognizing outstanding performers in academia, industry, and R&D fields, as well as student community, by bestowing upon them awards and offering the grants and scholarship, etc. And this year, all of you know that the pandemic situation is continuing, and it is very difficult for anybody to do the physical activities in this unprecedented global calamity brought by the COVID-19. Like the rest of the country and the world in general, the regular activities of IICHE have been seriously affected. Even in these difficult times, IICHE organized many activities for the student community with the help of all the members and office bearers and also past presidents. So we have conducted online internship, student internship programs in 16 different areas, stating process safety, Six Sigma, zero liquid discharge, etc. The online internship programs attracted amazing response from the student community, and over 2,300 plus students are registered and they got trained and they got the certificate also. And IICHE is also planning now to train the students and the corporate members in certain softwares which are useful for the practicing chemical engineers. These are like Aspen Plus and GPROM, DWSwim, is the association of the certain very prestigious software companies like Aveva and SIM Infosys, etc. Apart from these, IICHE conducts, as all of you know, that an annual event, SChemCon. So this time we are going to conduct in during the 9th and 10th of October online. So I request all of you to participate in the online SChemCon, send the abstracts and interact with the expert in the chemical engineering area. So unlike in previous year, this year we are conducting number of activities by giving the priority to the students, because the students have to be motivated, and also they have to give certain inputs which are very much required for the practicing of the chemical engineering. So keeping that in mind, my office bearers, being myself as a president, we give the priority to the student activities this year online particularly. So we are also planning now to support the students with a little fund who will take up the research projects in institution level under the guidance of IICHE experts. Who will start the innovative research projects. We are giving a certain fund to execute the project in thrust areas. And also we offer academic support to the weak students with the supplementary lecture material, which is being prepared by the IICHE experts. And this lecture material also we are planning to upload on the website of the IICHE. So we have also initiating coaching classes for GATE and other competitive exams at a discounted fees from the headquarters. So for that we have a certain infrastructure. We have already procured that, and the things are moving. So I request all your students to utilize these facilities and also get benefit out of the activities which are being conducted. So this year we are doing the activities also for the corporate members by forming the polyclinic, industrial polyclinic hub, which will maybe offering certain consultancy work to the industries institutes. So you can also participate in that. The activities which we are taking up can be viewed in the website, that is iich.org.in, to know about IICH and its activities of this year. And this is a brief about IICHE. And coming to the today's webinar topic, sustainable development, I would like to give the certain introduction about this particular topic. Maybe Professor G.D. Yadav sir will speak at length. So I'll give a very brief introduction about that. Then what is the sustainable development? Some of the student coordinator already defined that. The sustainable development is a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. So that is, it brings the sustainable development brings the improvement of lifestyles and well-being by preserving the natural resources and ecosystems. The aim of the sustainable development should be maximizing the probability of achieving sustainable development and minimizing the chances of environmental degradation. So these two things we have to do. In these two things, the chemical engineering role is there. So one is the there are the four magic components which brings the sustainable development. They are the climate change, nutrient cycles, and hydrological cycle and biodiversity. In that, we say there are 8 key issues which we can address. One is the population, human resources, industry, food security, species and ecosystems, the urban challenge, and managing the commons, energy, and conflict and environmental degradation. So the chemical engineer role will be there in energy and conflict for environmental degradation. So you can develop certain processes which will bring the sustainability in the industry also. So one is the safe, reliable energy. So reliable energy is projected to play a central role in most greenhouse gas mitigation strategies, which must be technically feasible and economically efficient so that any cost burdens are minimized. So one is the solar energy. So you know that completely solar energy is freely available and limitless supply. So you can utilize that. And another one is the wind energy. So these two will cause the very less damage to the environment. Then comes to the role of chemical engineer in for sustainable development. Achieving the sustainable processes at present to fully meet our needs without impairing the ability of the future generations to do so is a very important goal for current and future engineers. So you have to look into the very sustainable process which will damage very less to the environment. In production of the new materials, chemicals and pharmaceuticals, sustainable processes entirely require the most efficient use of raw materials and energy, preferably renewable sources, and a generation and release of less toxic materials. So this should be the aim for the chemical engineers. So you can just look into the areas where you can bring the sustainable processes. One is the raw material selection. So when you select the raw materials for a particular process, you can select a raw material which will be having 100% efficiency. For example, you take two raw materials in the manufacture of malic acid, that is benzene and N-butane. So both can be employed in the production of the malic acid. So in benzene root, there are 4 carbon atoms. In product of malic anhydride, for 6 carbon atoms in benzene. So that gives the 66.7% atomic efficiency. Whereas in N-butane route, there are 4 carbon atoms in butane per 4 carbon atoms in malic anhydride. That means 100% atomic efficiency you can achieve. So in the selection of raw materials, you should be very much careful being a chemical engineer, and which will give the very less environmental degradation. Then another one is the catalyst selection, development and reactor choice. So you know that many catalysts are being used extensively in chemical and fuel industries, and they're selecting and developing the right catalyst has a huge impact on the success of a proposed process route. You know, oxidation and alkylation, such reactions will have usually the catalysts. So the third one is the solvent selection. The solvent selection, you know, many solvents are environmentally polluted, and benign solvents have to be selected, which are also called the green solvents, like supercritical carbon dioxide and ionic liquids. So they are eco-friendly and non-toxic and non-flammable and also inexpensive. Such solvents are to be selected for the chemical process developments. And then coming to the reactor design. So choice of the reactor type should be made in the early stages of the process, and the catalyst development that should be done very carefully by considering the kinetic rates achievable and their dependence on temperature and pressure, and the transport effects on rates and selectivity, That means the plug flow reactor and all, the flow pattern effect on yield and selectivity, as well as heat and mass transfer rates. So you should carefully select the reactors. Then coming to the fifth point is the process intensification. So process intensification is another area where the chemical engineers can play a vital role. In process intensification, it involves the design of the novel reactors of increasing volumetric productivity and selectivity. So clubbing one or two unit operations in a single device, you can achieve the process intensification. So that offers the lot of minimizing the pollution and also the cost, like catalytic distillation and coupling of the exothermic and endothermic reactions and reactive extractions, which can be done, and that will also give the sustainable process. Then the environmental impact analysis, environmental impact analysis also frequently is to be done. So as a whole, the chemical engineer uh, should have a skill in a multi-scale approach in developing the chemical processes for sustainable development. The combination of this approach with the green processing principles will lead to the development of sustainable chemical industry with minimal waste production. And with these few words, and I conclude my speech. So I thank organizers for giving this opportunity to speak on sustainable development, and wish you all the best. I thank one and all. Thank you.